You're alongside Joey Haddad, Cardiff Devils forward, and Joey, the last interview we did with you, it didn't go out, so we're gonna make up for that now as a thank you to the fans who are desperate to see you interviewed. So. First of all, I suppose the run that the Devils are on at the moment, the club has hit form just at the right time.
Yeah, for sure. I think when you go through the lineup, as individuals, everybody's kind of on top of their game. Everybody's feeling good. It's that time of the year where it's getting really exciting, so it makes all the extra work, the practice, the travel, everything's that much more enjoyable. Because it's all kind of come to a close, and you never know if you might get the same team together ever again. So you kind of gotta relish the time you have together and the opportunity you have together, and yeah, everybody's excited, and I think that's a big reason why our form is so good right now.
We're fortunate here on IceTime.TV that we get to spend a little bit of time in and around you guys sort of before and after games, and it certainly feels to us as though there's just a real positive energy about the locker room at the moment.
Yeah, I think again, as individuals, I think everybody's aware that we all have an individual job to do to contribute to that overall team energy and positivity, and I mean, right now everybody is doing exactly that. From the start of practice to the end of practice, to in the dressing room. Like I said before, travel days and stuff like that. Everybody's just really, they got a good head on their shoulders, and everybody's being real positive. And I think that's kind of going to feed us energy as we get down the home stretch here.
It's been an incredible run for you personally as well. Your form here perhaps isn't unfair to say it's been the best form we've seen from you while at the Cardiff Devils as well. You seem to be dominating and controlling games at the moment, and those leadership qualities which you have throughout your resume, it certainly seems as though as the games have got bigger, as the season goes on, so have your performances.
Yeah, well, thanks. It's something that I definitely have been working hard at, and not just on the ice, but off the ice, and not just in the gym, but like John likes to say, healthy eating and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a compilation of everything, and right now it's all come together to my body and mind are feeling good, and the team's playing great, and I've been fortunate to have some success on the ice for sure.
I know something else John likes to say is that he thinks that your line is the best line in Elite League hockey right now. So I'm going to ask you about that line, the chemistry you found with those guys, and just I suppose the balance and the roles that you have there. It just seems like a perfect fit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I said it before. That I'm having a lot of fun with those guys, and basically when you break it down, it's just we talk about the positivity and the energy, and I mean the line's full of it. Two great guys on and off the ice. Like to spend time with them. Great teammates, and then when we hit the ice, they're phenomenal players. They each bring something different to the line, and myself, I kind of complement that, and I think together we just kind of. It's been a little bit, I guess you could say, effortless to kind of read off of each other. It's almost just like when we're all playing our own game, everybody's just complimenting each other, and I think, I think we're all working hard and we're having some success. So.
I'd like to take you back, if I can, to that Belfast weekend. Of course, I'm sure as a team you don't want to dwell on things that have happened. You were focusing all about the next game, but it just felt like it's such a huge battle, really, between two high-end clubs. You personally came to the party, so did your line, and the team really, especially that Friday night, to be part of that comeback, just in terms of the overall picture and what that gives you as a club moving down the stretch.
I mean, it was amazing. I think it was definitely the biggest period I've ever been a part of as a Devil. I mean, winning the Challenge Cup probably takes first stage as far as the gameplay with the Devils, but yeah, that period, it was unbelievable. The way we kind of, we were down 3-0 going into the third, and nobody was really freaking out in the dressing room. We were all chatting, we were all trying to stay upbeat, and Matt Myers stepped up and said a few words and just kind of calmed the group down. And it was amazing. We just went out and we were a totally different team, and we just stuck to the way we wanted to play. And as our energy grew higher, their energy kind of dropped. And sure enough, like, you can outplay a team in a period for sure, but to get 3 goals to tie and then a 4th to win, it was something else. And I mean, as far as a team, I think we proved to ourselves. We're never down and out, and it's never too late to kind of turn it around in any given game. And it was also a reminder, it's our first real test as a group. So I think that having not only the comeback win on Friday, but also to follow it up with a win on Saturday, kind of proved to ourselves that we're a great team and we all buy in and we want to be.
But I suppose that Belfast comeback epitomised the ability that this team has. It's come back in a lot of games in third periods this season. It must give you a huge amount of confidence to know that the team has that ability. And you talked about it there as well. And Andrew Lord says quite often is the leadership within the room, and there's a calmness within the room as well to be able to know that you can come back in those contests.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe throughout the year it happened a little more than we would have liked, but. It definitely, like you said, it kind of, we proved to ourselves that we have what it takes. We have the complete team. I think we can help ourselves out a little more if we can kind of start the game like we usually always finish, and then we'd really be playing some good hockey. But yeah, so it's definitely a reminder to never really get too off course, and know that if we stick to our game plan, we're going to have success.
Two big games again this weekend. Of course, is the Challenge Cup final on Sunday, but that game Friday night against Manchester, in terms of the league title picture, that trophy which this club is looking to find a way to win in its 20th anniversary. It's your third year here as well as part of this group. That's a huge challenge really on the Friday night as well. How do you stay focused for that game, knowing you've got the final on the Sunday?
I think that's the beauty of the Challenge Cup all year. The games are mixed in with the league games, and I think that's the whole kind of the point of it. It's not something we really have in North America at all, and it was something new that I had to get used to coming over. But at the same time, like you said, that Friday game is definitely the most important game on our list right now. We're going to get those 2 points, and then we'll prepare. We'll talk about it as a group as far as the Sunday game goes. But right now, those 2 points are just as big, and then we'll move on to Sunday, and we'll get ready, and we'll come in, and another big Sunday game at Ice Arena Wales. So yeah.
I must just ask, I can't let you go without just asking about that Sunday game. It is at Ice Arena Wales. The trophy itself holds a special place for the coach, for the club as well, and you personally, having won it before, put the Devils back on the map really when you won it up in Sheffield there a couple of seasons ago. It means an awful lot to you. Yeah,
definitely. That's my introductory season to the Cardiff Devils, the city, the fans, the group of guys that I still play with today that I was introduced to 2 years ago. It was phenomenal, and as from the ownership to the office staff to the coaching staff, support staff, and then players and fans, we all kind of, like you said, it brought the Devils back to life from the stories I hear and stuff like that. We got back there last year. It was a tough loss, so it's we kind of consider it to be our trophy. And like you say, it does mean a lot to this group specifically because it did bring us together in the year where a lot of change is happening in Cardiff. So it'll be definitely be emotional, and I think everybody will be bringing their best for sure.
And I suppose just finally, pre-game meals already planned? Is something already planned there? Are you cooking for the team? Or?
It's a tough one, because what is it? It's
4 p.m. Yeah.
4 p.m. game, so we don't have too many of those during the year. So I'll have to figure something out. Usually I just kind of 2 days before or something, I'll see how I feel, and I don't try to put too much thought. I'm not superstitious or anything like that. Just have a good bite to eat and get ready for the game.
Well, go well this weekend, Joey. Thanks very much for your time indeed. And just a reminder, the Challenge Cup final will be live on IceTime.TV. It's a 4 p.m. face-off. We'll have coverage beginning way before that on Sunday. Cardiff Devils against the Sheffield Steelers. It's sold out, so we look forward to you joining us for that one on IceTime.TV.